here we have the new updated user interface for the 700C framing machine. It has a lot of similarities between the old user interface and some new additions. One of the main ones you'll notice here is a nice safety cover for the screen. We'll flip that out of the way so we can get at it, and then we'll turn it on. You'll be used to this with the old version of the machine. It's going to be very similar in that respect. While we're waiting for it to boot, we've got the reset button here, and then we've got the sequence forward and reverse button here. And here it is, about to finish up booting. Alright. So here we've got all the main buttons that you're going to have for controlling the machine. Very similar to what you're used to with the mechanical buttons of the old user interface style. Here you've got your staple patterns, and you can name these whatever you like now. So here we've got the one for 4 9/16 wide jams, 5 1/4, and then 6 9/16, 7 1/4, and then here we have some that have yet to be programmed, so then 5, 6, and 7. Here is where you would decide where your jam positioning would be within the machine. So like for 4 9/16, that would move your jam positioning blocks as far up as they'll go, and then 5 1/4, and then so on and so on until you get to 7 1/4, and that will adjust those for you just like it would with this the buttons you're used to on the old version. Here we've got the guns, enable and disable, just like you're used to again on the old version of the machine, except now they're just touch buttons and not switches that you would actually turn and push. And then same thing over here. They're still oriented as they sit on the machine, so it shouldn't be confusing or anything like that. It should be just like the switches. Over here we've got the jam type, so we've got split and regular, just like you got on the old interface. Over here we've got your setup screen. This is where you're going to go to change your staple pattern. Again, it's going to be kind of similar like it was on the old touch screen, just now you're going to have one extra step to actually get into the setup mode. We'll hit continue, and then now you're just going to select whichever one you actually want to edit. We'll just show you the 4 9/16 on this one, and then it'll just pull up whichever staple pattern you have programmed or not programmed, and it'll show you whichever ones are selected, just like the old version. Now here's where it's a little bit different. If you want to go back and continue to edit things, you want to hit setup, and then it'll allow you to get back to the menu and select whichever one you wanted to edit. If you don't hit setup and then go to main, the way you would have to get back is hit setup again, and then it'll make you go through that menu again. So you want to be sure and hit setup to go back to the previous menu. And then you can edit the names of those programs to whatever would suit your particular workflow. And go from there. Here we've got diagnostics, so if you have any errors, this is where those would pop up, and these will come in handy, like if you're ever talking to technical support or you're trying to diagnose problems yourselves. And that's it.